Here we are on this Monday morning at Lathamstown Lane, a familiar location for me. An area I used to live in 5 years ago, and consequently over 5.5 years ago I did my first video here. Where the filming took place is a Johnny Nobody film, as I described Nigel Patrick's priest character on the run, runs across the lane here, and a train on the down. There's only the down line left from Foxrock, so he hops on the train just here, but it's quite obvious that the line's been lifted. There's only the down track left, which would have been lifted in this area later that summer. But it's great to have that in Carrick Mine Station and Tully Cross. But when I was filming here 5.5 years ago, you had the concrete post and you had the embedded track, and they're all gone. They resurfaced the line, or the road laneway, and just the overgrowth area. And a big difference is because of the antisocial behaviour with the old Gatekeepers house in there. It's heavily burnt out. A lovely two-story 1850s building, and as described in there's also sleepers in there. I've been in there numerous times. If you go back over my hundreds of videos, you'll see a few videos covering this area. So just nice to return to an area that I'm very familiar with. And obviously I have the Lathamstown Lane up here, and this area is going to be developed, I guess, in the next year or so. It's part of this major expansion of this part of Dublin, turning it from rural Dublin into an urban residential and commercial area. So some of these properties here, as I documented in the video before, are burnt out. Two here. And unfortunately, they become victim of antisocial behaviour, as you can see, with graffiti and a recent fire that took place. So yeah, just looking down Lathamstown Lane here, the police car will have come down, and Nigel Patrick's character coming hurtling across the road, and you actually see Joe Lynch, who was later to become famous as Dinny in Glenroe. You see him hopping over a wall, a small wall that was beside the Gatekeepers house. Another significant development from 5.5 years ago is this. The lane is closed here, so it's being pedestrianised up here. There's no through traffic, and that's the building I was talking about. It's there was a fire, I think, about a year ago, but again, it's victim to the antisocial behaviour brigade even. And they blocked off this again. I was able to do videos down here before, and where you have Nigel Patrick's character avoiding the cops by climbing out of the train and holding on. The curve is down here where he's holding on for his dear life, and just beyond the traffic lights there for the line curves. And you have the Lewis going on into a tunnel there, and then at the unopened Brennanstown stop is where the Harcourt Street line would have been the same alignment, as is the Cherrywood stop down there. Another beautiful morning. It's an incredible summer we're having. And as I explained, down here there's two telegraph poles that are covered in ivy from the line. So that's the only infrastructure, along with the burnt out remains of the Gatekeepers house, we have. You can see this develop. So this development will probably come down here, and then I estimate it could be a year or so before this area is developed, and it's unlikely that, say, the Gatekeepers house, so it'll be an extremely sad day when they demolish it, because between Shankhill Station and Carrick Mine Station, that's the only building that's left in those two areas. We have the viaduct, a magnificent viaduct, but actually a building structure. That's it, unfortunately. So this is the last look at the lane here. I'll post a link of the Johnny Nobody film. I'm sure you're all bored to tears with me going on about it, but it's such a significant film for us demented souls that carry the flag of the Harcourt Street line. Oh, just before I go, I was on ChatGPT, and it's interesting when you put in like Foxrock Station where I was last Monday, and you put in different areas, how it would have been in 2026, and for sure this would have been a dark line here. Gatekeepers' house would have been redundant, so probably, I guess it would have been, ironically, it would have been demolished, whereas the remnants, burnt out remnants exist now. They probably would have demolished that, and it would have been a level crossing there, electric gates there. Maybe it would have been, probably, I guess it would have, where the Cherrywood stop is now, there would have been a station. And it would have been busy, what could have been. Isn't that right, Todd? Alright, signing off. Thanks for watching.